Okay, so we are continuing on our social media growth, social media following. If you want to improve your Instagram photos, if you want to grow your following, if you just want to have a better overall feed, like if you want to be one of those people that when you land on your page, you feel good about it. So just how to take better photos. We can also talk about how to take better videos in another day. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about was just things that I did over the past 8+ years. We're coming up on 9 years of me really being knee deep into Instagram, really understanding the ins and outs, having moments where I'm completely flopping and completely failing to moments of growth. So I want to share how I grew and what I did. And I've grown 2 pages on Instagram to over 70,000 followers. The second one much faster than the first one because I learned. I've grown multiple pages to over 10,000 followers. Like I don't know if you know this, I own many Instagram pages. Like obviously I'm pointing down here. If you're on the podcast, I'm sorry, but Carl is right next to me. He does not post for himself. I own that page. So Carl's page, now his beauty helps. I know this, but I have my branding pages. I have other pages that I can't talk about yet that you don't even know exist. And what I've done with all of these different Instagram pages is I've been able to grow them way faster than I did 8 years ago with that original first page through the tips that I'm going to share with you. So when you're trying to figure out, and I know that this might sound ridiculous, but I did this so many times and it helped me with my own confidence with sharing myself. That's the first rule I will tell you. You've got to stop sharing Pinterest quotes and pictures that you've Googled and found that aren't of you, or just things that you're like seeing in front of you. Sometimes I think that that's cool, but you got to share more of you. One thing that you'll notice is, let's say I share a mug or a backpack or even a picture of Carl. Usually I am in the picture in some way. So either my hand, my nails, you see my hand holding the mug, my hand is holding up the backpack, my slippers or my feet will be in the picture. Like I'm a part of the photo. So whether or not you see my face, I'm a part of it and it's clear that it's my photo. So I'm going to share with you how I do that. But number one, I share me. So I want to give you a anti-boomerang challenge, because if you default and if you're really trying to grow your following and really trying to build an audience and build a customer base for your business, they want to see you, especially if your business is you. So one thing that I will tell you, and I've shared this with my team on Team UPROAR and they know this, I love boomerangs. I use them all the time. But if you are the queen of or king of boomerangs and it's all that you post, I'm going to challenge you to do at least 4 stories. It can just be one, sequence of 4 where you're talking to the camera. Share something about your day, share something you're grateful for, share something that's working for you. People want to see you. So less boomerangs, more of you, less Pinterest quotes. But what you can use Pinterest for, and I've done this, same with YouTube, is I've literally searched like poses and ways to pose my body and to stand so that it's more flattering. I literally have a full video on this, all of my tips and tricks in the academy, but there's free versions of this all over YouTube of how famous Instagrammers will pose. And I know it might sound ridiculous, but this way you at least know what to do when you get in front of the camera if you're going to use a tripod or whatever to take your pictures. So I have not only looked at poses on Pinterest of how people do this, even if I'm just searching an outfit and I'm like, oh, I like the way that she took that picture, I'll save it. I'll pin it to a private board. Same thing on YouTube. I will search videos of people explaining how they take great Instagram pictures. The other thing that I did, especially in the beginning of my business, when I didn't have time to post on Instagram all the time and be there, not that I do now, I just make time for it 'cause now my full-time business. But in the beginning, what I would do is on a weekend, I would batch content. So I would wear a bunch of different outfits and I would take, let's say 7 different posts that weekend, and they would all go out throughout the week. And then I would do it again the next Saturday. So I was ready, but I really did treat it like a business, because for me in the beginning, I didn't know that social media was going to be my business. And in time, I kind of figured that out pretty fast. And I was like, okay, we better take this seriously. And then the last thing is, well, the second last thing is bursts. So if you want your husband or a friend to take a picture of you, even a stranger, instead of just sitting there with your camera and being like, click, 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 hold your phone, hold your finger down on the button on your phone when you take a picture, because what it's going to do is going to burst and you'll take like 200 pictures in the span of a couple seconds. And all you need to do is either just walk forward, move, flick your hair. So if you've ever seen me do the picture where my hair is like this and it's like mid-air, that's what we did. So really, it's a much more natural way to grab a split second and create a great picture instead of, and this is what a lot of people do, and it turns turns out being really blurry. A lot of people will try and film a video of themselves and just grab a screenshot. You'll end up with a lesser quality video. Whereas a burst, when you're just holding your finger down on the camera, let me show you. For those of you on the podcast, I'm sorry. So let's say, so right now you're looking at me through here. Let's say that I'm going to hold this down, and then it's going to just, so it just took like a bunch of them. It took, how many did it take? Like a bajillion. Oh, we were on video. Okay, so hold that down. And it's going boop, 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 and taking a bunch of pictures. So, oh, cool. So all you have to do this is just ask your spouse to, like, you can frame the picture for them and ask them to hold their finger down on the burst button. It'll take a bunch of pictures. And then the last thing, in terms of more cohesiveness, we've talked about your color through doing that branding quiz. But if you want cohesiveness, I would suggest either creating a preset for yourself. I have a video on this channel as to how I edit my pictures. You'll see. But I have been asked for years now for my specific preset. And literally yesterday I was editing a picture and I was like, dang, it's good. So I don't offer my presets in a specific bundle. They're included in the Academy. But you don't need to have mine. I'm just saying, if you want to learn how to edit your own and be able to paste something into a preset is ultimately in the Lightroom app on your phone. All you have to do, and I'll give you an example of how cool this is. You're literally gonna be like, wait, what? I'm gonna show you the one that I'm talking about. So yesterday I have them in here. So there's like a little folder right here, right there, and says Angie's presets. So they're all included in the Academy, and there's 3 of them. So there's Fairy Dusted, Magic Vibes, and Selfie Sparkle. So I'll show you. I'm literally trying to hold my finger down so you can see the before and after. The camera's looking for, there we go. Okay, so that's the before, and that's edited. And then you've got Carl, and that's edited, Magic Vibes, and then this one is Fairy Dusted. So they're all different, and they all have their own purpose, but let me show you when you do it on a fall picture. This one was like so eye-opening to me because it wasn't good before. So I love this picture. So Andre took this photo. He did a burst mode, just took a bunch as I was like biking down the path. And then this is the finished version. This is the before. See how like you can't even see me. It's dark. The leaves aren't that orange. Like it didn't even look like this in real life. Like in my mind, it looked like this. Like that's one. All that I do is I just hit, ooh, hello. All I do is I just hit paste. So I have the preset and I hit 3 dots, paste, like that's it. And in the Academy, obviously I walk you through that. But those are my tips on how to not only have that page when you get to that social media page, hopefully it's yours, you get to that page and you're like, dang, that's good. And you have like a good first impression. That's how you not only attract more followers, you attract an engaged audience, you attract more customers, but your followership also continues to grow because people will suggest it to their friends and it just kind of compounds on itself. So between Pinterest, searching on YouTube, how to pose, not utilizing other people's content, create your own, less boomerangs, more batching on the weekends if you need to create time for it, utilize the burst tool, and get yourself a preset. Okay. I feel like today was jam-packed with all of my tools. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I think tomorrow we're going to talk about confidence. So today was all about photos. Tomorrow we're going to talk all about the videos. And you're a lot closer to that than you think. So I'm going to tell you all my video secrets tomorrow. Bye, dudes.